You've already taken your final vows as a monk, right?
Yeah.
And so now you've received holy orders.
Yeah.
So what's the difference?
With final vows, it's like, okay, here we are as a community, and now I've committed the rest of my life to this community, my brother monks. And I love the monks, and I love living in the monastery. And so I was comfortable there. And then with holy orders, it's like, well, God is now asking you to go way beyond community life and to serve in a more pointed way. It's like husband and wife who finally had children. And now their vocation takes on almost like a different direction.
Okay.
That's kind of the best way.
That's a cool analogy, actually. They're loving each other and they're in relationship with one another. Then now they have children, and now they have to give up themselves not only for each other, but for the children as well. And so that's where the fatherhood comes in of the priesthood.
It asks you to go beyond yourself and step over your discomforts and insecurities so you can be present to others. You have a lot less time to be selfish or to be to yourself.
Yeah.
Which means you're being more and more conformed to the likeness of Christ, which is why it's sanctifying, and that's what a vocation is.
There's the distinction about the monk that's also a priest. A priest that's a monk versus the diocesan priest, you know? The priest who's in a monastery is serving from his community life. Through that context, he's serving the people, and he's kind of giving them in the priesthood what he gets from living in the monastery, from being part of a community. So he's transferring to them this kind of communal life, prayer life, and the evangelical counsels that the monk takes. He's also adding that into his priestly ministry.
So the ministerial aspect of just a monk is primarily served within the monastery.
Yeah, a monk who's not a priest is living out the typicon, and he's living it with his brothers, and he's living in community and everything that comes with all that. I do that too, and I'm a priest. And in addition to all that stuff, I also serve the people. What's cool about that for me is what I do in the monastery, I get to give that over to the people as well. In my preaching, in my counseling, in the sacramental life, I get to give that over to the people in a priestly way too.
And then your life in the monastery is reflected in your ministry, which is interesting. You can't hide. If sort of the seed of that life is not being flourished through love and community life, it's very hard to give that to others.